This is my third video log, and after spending time in the Netherlands, Germany, Paris, France, and Belgium, I just wanted to compare what I noticed in each country and how I felt when I was there. And I would have to say that I felt the most comfortable when I was in the Netherlands, partly because we spent a lot of time there and I had more time to settle in, get used to the people and the culture, and even partly the language compared to the other places where I didn't feel like we had as much time to settle in. Um, I also thought that in the Netherlands there was a lot of English speakers, and it wasn't uncommon for me to just say, "Oh, I speak English," and them to respond back in English. A lot of signs around different cities had both Dutch and English. A lot of restaurants had English menus. Um, People serving me had spoke English, and I didn't really seem to have a problem at any point. And so I felt that just because there wasn't a language barrier, that was really helpful. I also thought that everyone was really nice, and whereas in like other places, mainly Belgium, I thought that people weren't as polite. And so I would say that the Netherlands, I definitely felt the most comfortable, especially Maastricht, just because it was a small town. And even though Amsterdam was a lot larger, I never felt like there was a language barrier. In Germany, I think just because we didn't spend as much time there and because I didn't know it as well, and German doesn't really look anything like English, it was hard for me to find my way around just by using signs or asking people for directions. And I think the German culture is a lot different from American culture, whereas in um, the Netherlands, it didn't seem to be completely different. Um, and then in Belgium, I experienced something similar to the Netherlands when it comes to language. I didn't see as big of a language barrier, although it not as many people spoke English, particularly um, where we went compared to Amsterdam, where there was a lot more tourists and more expectations to know English. And then in Germany, I mean, Paris, I felt like a lot of people spoke French, and it wasn't common for people to know English, so there was a lot more of a barrier there that I wasn't exactly expecting just because I know it's such a touristy area. And you could see that in the more touristy parts, they catered more to English speakers. But once you got outside of that, it was just French. And then I also felt that I would say I felt safer in the Netherlands. I never saw police officers or anything like that, and I assume it's because maybe there wasn't a need for that. Um, where in Paris, I saw more law enforcement. But overall, I never felt unsafe in any of the places that we went, just it's all relative. And I would say that in the Netherlands, because of no language barrier, feeling safe and having so much time there, it was where I felt most competent, able to get around and be independent, and also just feeling comfortable in general.